Welcome to Books That. Today, we're diving into the exhilarating world of hockey romance. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just love a good love story, there's something on the ice for everyone. So, get ready to lace up your skates as we explore some of the best hockey romances out there. Let's start with the kind of tension that gets your heart racing, both on and off the rink. First up, The Deal by L. Kennedy. Picture this. Hannah Wells is a brilliant college student who's got her sights set on a guy who doesn't even notice her. But then, along comes Garrett Graham, the captain of the hockey team. He's cocky, confident, and absolutely infuriating. But he's also failing a class and needs her help. So they strike a deal. She tutors him, and in return, he helps her get the attention of the guy she really likes. Classic setup, right? Only it's never that simple. As Garrett and Hannah spend more time together, the sparks start to fly. And suddenly that deal turns into something much more real. It's got all the banter, tension, and slow burn romance you could want. Garrett's charm, Hannah's strength. These two are a match you'll be rooting for from start to finish. Next, let's glide into Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. Anastasia Allen is a figure skater. She's disciplined, driven, and focused on making it to the Olympics. On the other hand, Nathan Hawkins is the captain of the hockey team, arrogant, sure, but with the skills to back it up. They're forced to share rink time due to a scheduling mix-up, and things start off icy, to say the least. But we all know how that goes. Cold shoulders give way to heated glances, and soon enough, Anastasia and Nathan are learning that they have more in common than they thought. This one's a great enemies-to-lovers story, with all the fun of two competitive athletes who can't help but be drawn together, even when they're supposed to be rivals. Now, if you're looking for a story with a bit more depth, we've got him by Serena Bowen and L. Kennedy. This one's about Jamie Canning and Ryan Wesley, two former best friends who had a falling out after one unforgettable summer at hockey camp. Fast forward a few years, and they meet again at the same camp, and all those unresolved feelings come crashing back in. Jamie doesn't know why Ryan pulled away all those years ago, and Ryan's hiding a secret. He's been in love with Jamie for as long as he can remember. This novel isn't just about hockey or even romance. It's about identity, friendship, and learning to be honest with yourself and the people you care about. The chemistry between Jamie and Ryan is off the charts, and the emotional stakes are just as high as the romantic ones. But maybe you want a bit of humor to balance out the intensity. Enter Pucked by Helena Hunting. Violet Hall never wanted to date a hockey player, but after one encounter with Alex Waters, a pro player with a body and face to die for, she finds herself breaking her own rules. Only Alex isn't just any hockey player. He's got a reputation, and Violet's not sure if she can handle everything that comes with it. This one's funny, outrageous, and steamy, with a lot of laugh-out-loud moments as Violet and Alex navigate their whirlwind romance. If you like your sports romances with a side of humor, this one's for you. Now let's talk about Collide by Bal Cabra. Imagine Summer Preston, an academic overachiever who's never had much time for hockey. She thinks the sport's a waste of time, and she's got no interest in hanging out with jocks. But then she meets Aiden Crawford, the captain of the hockey team. He's cocky, sure, but also charming in a way that slowly breaks down her defenses. They clash, argue, and challenge each other. But there's no denying the chemistry that builds between them. This one's perfect if you like your romances with some good old-fashioned banter and a lot of tension. Let's heat things up with The Game Changer by Lana Ferguson. Ian Chase is a professional hockey player whose personal life is a mess after a public breakup. Enter Delilah Baker, a baking show host with her own share of problems. They agree to help each other out, fake dating to fix their images, but of course the lines between fake and real start to blur. With baking shows, hockey games, and some seriously steamy moments, this one's got all the ingredients for a fun, swoon-worthy romance. If you're after something with even more drama, you've got to check out Wicked Serve by Grace Riley. This one's all about second chances. Nikolai transfers to a rival school for his senior year, and who does he run into but Isabel Callahan, the younger sister of his new team's captain and the girl he had a summer fling with. Only now, things are complicated. Team loyalty, past feelings, and new challenges make for a thrilling, high-stakes romance that keeps you on the edge of your seat. Speaking of high stakes, let's not forget Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. Reese Koteski, the hockey captain, is recovering from a concussion. He's supposed to be taking it easy, but that's hard to do when you meet someone like Sadie Brown, a figure skater who's dealing with her own set of struggles. Both of them are at a crossroads in their careers and their lives, and their connection is immediate, deep, and undeniable. This is a story about healing, not just physically, but emotionally. And it's a beautifully written, emotionally charged romance. And for something a little different, how about Dream Girl Drama by Tessa Bailey? Sig Gauthier is a professional hockey player with a rough exterior. He's seen it all until he meets Chloe Clifford, a harp prodigy who's as sheltered as he is wild. The kicker? Their parents are engaged, making them future step-siblings. Their attraction is immediate and intense, but the situation? Let's just say it's complicated. This one's got all the tension of a forbidden romance with the added drama of family dynamics. Last but certainly not least, we have The Offsides Dilemma by Michelle McQueen. Charlotte Morrison is a figure skater forced to help her high school's hockey team improve after they hit a rough patch. Jesse Kerrigan, the team captain, is the kind of guy who sees potential in everyone, especially Charlotte. Their partnership starts out rocky, but soon enough, they find themselves bonding over their love of the ice, and something more starts to develop between them. It's sweet, it's fun, and perfect if you're into young adult romance with a sporty twist. So there you have it, 10 hockey romance books that will keep you turning the pages. But if I had to recommend just one to really get your heart racing, it would be Him by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy. Why? Because this story isn't just about hockey or romance. It's about friendship, identity, and the complexities of falling in love with someone who's always been there. The emotional depth, combined with the chemistry between Jamie and Ryan, makes this book stand out. It's heartfelt, raw, and incredibly engaging, especially for readers who love stories about second chances and finding the courage to be honest with yourself. Him is the perfect balance of sports action and tender romance, with well-written characters that feel real and relatable. It's not just the passion of the game or the heat between the leads that keeps you hooked. It's the vulnerability and the journey they go on, both on and off the ice. If you're looking for a book that will stay with you long after you turn the last page, Him is the one. Trust me, this is a story you don't want to miss. So whether you're into steamy, laugh-out-loud moments or deeply emotional love stories, there's a hockey romance here that's just right for you. Lace up those skates and get ready to fall in love on the ice and in these pages.